Hi everyone, it's Monica with American English with Monica. I'm so glad you're here. This is so fun to make phrasal verb videos for you. And this week, this was not a request. I wanted to teach you the phrasal verb wrap up. Wrap up. So, very often during my videos, they come from requests from you. And I appreciate it. The questions, the examples, the requests that you type in the comments, I love it. It's great. So if you're new here, welcome. Be sure and subscribe and be sure and type any questions or examples you have. This phrasal verb, wrap up, to wrap up. We say it really fast in English, wrap up. We can separate it for the first two meanings. When we wrap something up, and we say it pretty quickly, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. So let's talk about the two meanings where we can separate this phrasal verb. When we wrap something up, we're protecting it. We're enclosing it. Maybe we are wrapping something in paper or some special packaging to mail it because it's fragile. For example, if I wanted to send something that was fragile or it could break to someone, I might wrap it up in some special bubble wrap. Or if I want to be warm out when I go outside, if it's cold, I might wrap up in a scarf or maybe indoors in a blanket. So to wrap up or wrap something up means to enclose or protect, to cover. Okay? To protect or cover. Excuse me. But the more common meaning, wrap up, that I want to tell you about, that you'll hear, especially in business English, is when something needs to end. When you need to finish something, you need to wrap it up. So to conclude, to finish, to complete a project, to wrap it up. We need to wrap up all of the projects by next week. Ooh, that means we need to finish them by next week. We need to wrap all the projects up. This can be separated again. Excuse me. I've been a little sick recently and my throat is, I have a little cough. My throat is a little bit scratchy. So to complete something, we wrap it up. This is important to know. Of course, if your boss asks you, when will the assignment, when will this task be wrapped up? You need to know that they're asking you, when will this project be complete? When will it conclude? When will it be finished? Now, there is an expression very common that says wrap it up, and it means finish. Come on, hurry, be done. If you're giving a speech, or if I'm teaching a class and it's going really long, it's going too long, someone might ask you to wrap it up. And it means you need to finish in a hurry. We have a gesture that we make in America. Gestures are non-verbal cues with our body language and our hands. I use my hands a lot when I talk. Yes. But if you're speaking at a meeting or at work and someone says this without words, this means wrap it up, finish. They're telling you to hurry. There are gestures for so many things, and this can mean other things too, but I want you to know that if someone is giving a speech and someone else does this, they're asking the person to finish, to conclude. If you hear the last paragraph of an essay or of a presentation, and someone might say, in conclusion, or to conclude, they might say, to wrap up. And that means they're finishing their project. Okay? Do you have any examples? Is there something you're trying to wrap up right now and you need to finish it? Put it in the examples. Okay? Put it in the comments. The last meaning is an expression with this phrasal verb, and it can't be separated. It's more of an adjective to describe someone, but I really wanted to explain it to you because you'll probably hear it like in a movie or a book or maybe in life. When someone is wrapped up in something, to be wrapped up in something. We're talking about a person usually. So a person is wrapped up in something. This is the preposition we use with this definition. This means that someone is really focused on something. Their attention is wrapped up in their homework or in their job. It's usually negative. When we say that someone is wrapped up in their work, we are usually saying that they are so focused on their job, on their career. They're so wrapped up in it that they're not giving their attention or their time to others. So you might hear this, like she's so wrapped up in her career that her husband feels neglected, for example. Or he's so wrapped up in his family and the things happening in his family that he's not paying attention to his job. It means our mind is focused on something else. And if someone says, you're really wrapped up in that project, they might be telling you that it's time to look around and pay attention to other things. So sometimes we all get wrapped up in things, right? Like a special project, or you have a deadline. You have to be wrapped up. You have to give your attention to it. But it's important to know this. If someone says you're really wrapped up in your studies, there's a lot more that you're missing in life if you look around or pay attention to other things. So sometimes it's negative. Okay? If you have any examples of wrap up, whether you are protecting something or enclosing it or covering it, you're wrapping it up, or you're finishing. Right now, I'm going to wrap up this video. If you have an example of something to complete or to finish, you can put it in the comments. Or if you are really focused or too absorbed with a special project, you're wrapped up in it. I'd love to hear your examples. Thank you for being here. This has been so fun. This is video number 50. I wanted to make a phrasal verb video every week this year. And for those of you that have been following and viewing every week, thank you. And if you're new, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel. I will continue making videos. I'm going to do a lot more. I'm going to focus on some shorter 2-minute videos for people who don't have a lot of time to watch a whole lesson. But I'm glad you're here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.